Okay, well, they have had a manifesto in their election. They made it quite clear what they wanted and the people voted for it. They want the army to withdraw from the north and they want a degree of autonomy. Will you now give them that?
No. Do you know that first they said something like that and they changed it? Because army is not there. They can't ask army to be withdrawn. Then if the other provincial councils also ask me to withdraw their army camps from all over the country, where can I have the army? Are somebody else going to give me a place to keep the army?
Maybe you don't need such a large army. You don't
Why
have a
can't?
war. We don't
No.
have a war anymore.
You think so? No, for security we need army. I mean, we decide on our security and the strength. How many army people we need. And do you think that when army is discontinued, what will happen? We after war, Vietnam War, what happened? So we have to change.
But do you think...
We have to change their attitudes. We have to rehabilitate them also.
Mr. President, do you think you have too many soldiers, though?
No,
in the
we
north?
don't have.
A reliable estimate that I saw, 1 soldier to every 3 civilians in the north of Sri Lanka.
It's wrong. It's completely wrong statistics. Because we have about, I think, 8,000 to 12,000 armed personnel in that area.
She is unhappy, too, that there's not been what she says is a credible inquiry.
She's always been unhappy with us.
No, I understand.
From the beginning.
But can I raise this specific point? She doesn't think you've yet had a credible inquiry into what happened at the end of the war, and she's giving you until March next year to have one. What's your response to that? Because it's the main point in her report, I think.
Now, with 30 years of war, 30 years of war, she wants only the last few days. Why? I can't understand. So we must look into the whole 30 years. What happened?
Do you believe the army did anything wrong in that period?
I don't think so, because they were well trained. Because otherwise, the last few days, will the IDPs, I mean the people who was kept there hostage by the LTT, cross over to our government side. And the army helped them. They gave their water, they gave their food to these people.
Because there are allegations the army shelled them and even shelled field hospitals.
No, they didn't. I inquired into it. They didn't do it.
And you are ultimately responsible, aren't you? Because you're the President and the Minister of Defence, so you take ultimate responsibility for what happened.
That's why I say. But if something wrong, if somebody had done something wrong, I'm going to take action against them. There must be evidence. You can't just say a pinpoint and say this man had done this or the whole army without. Then we will inquire into it. Because there are no complaints like that. These are all propaganda work. This is propaganda against Sri Lanka. So please compare with the other countries. Don't isolate a small country like Sri Lanka and try to bully Sri Lanka. Some of them like to bully a small country where you can hammer